Thank you very much for talking with me about this important problem. The main thing, when we took over in February 2008, in April 2008, at that time we decided that we should talk with them and we should settle the matter by negotiation. I personally went to their place, the Taliban of Swat. We don't call them Taliban, we call them terrorist. Because Taliban mean to study and student, and they are not student, they are terrorist. I met them there and I talked to them that we are of the people of non-violence. We don't believe on violence and we want that we should settle the matter by dialogues. They came to Peshawar, we had an agreement with them, and after that our agreement, they have some points which were very, very rigid, and although we are secular, but still we have decided that we will give them Nizam-e-Adl, that is. But they have at the same time, I think after 4 months, Baitullah Masood issued a statement in the Pakistani newspaper that I will slaughter all of you, the government people, if within 5 days you must resign from the government. At that time it was a challenge to us, and he also said that we are going to cancel the agreement which we have made in Swat. After that, we tried to get Sufi Muhammad, a clergyman, that we should, he came in and he said that I will be able to control this violence. We said that we are ready to do that. He went there and he agreed with us that in a public meeting I will announce that there should be no violence in Swat, and the terrorists should not fight and they should surrender to the government. But at the same day and on the same ground and the same meeting, he said that I don't accept the Supreme Court of Pakistan, I don't accept the Constitution of Pakistan, and everything which is against the government writ and the Constitution of Pakistan. After that, we have decided that without the military action, we will be unable to get rid from them. Then we gave the full support to the army, and those days were like that, they slaughtered the people, they flogging the girls, they were blowing the schools of children, schools of ladies' schools, children's schools, and they have stopped the people coming out from their houses. 51% of the population of Pakistan, those are our sisters, mothers, and female people. Therefore, after that, we took the action, and Pakistan, though Pakistan is a frontline state, but our province is the first line province. Therefore, we fought for the whole of the world, international world, free world. As you know, that the people of Americans and other countries, free world, they are of the opinion that 9/11 was done from Fatah or from Afghanistan. They have planned there. Yes. But I always told to the foreigners that if God forbids they took over this country with this so much equipments and even with nuclear, then how many 9/11 will be done in America or in Europe? Therefore, we are fighting not only for our country but for whole of the free world, and we have decided to fight, and I am proud to say that our army done the job which I think in the world no other army has done it. Within 6 months we got 25 IDPs from Swat to Peshawar, Mardan, Charsadda, Swabi, and Nowshera. These are our 5 cities, and the people gave them 20% of the people were in the camps and 80% people were in the houses of these people of the population. They opened their doors just like Makkah to Medina, the Hijrat was made. And after that, the people were of the opinion, whole of the world and even more of our critics, that this government is now will be unable to send them back, and people will stay here, and how they will do to arrange 26 lakhs of IDPs and their problems. But fortunately, and by the grace of God, we managed to send them back to Swat, and I went myself, the first the buses, people were going on buses. I went there and I received them in Swat, and I settled them there on the first day. And after that, the people started going on, and within 6 months, we controlled all that. And as far as the suicide people are concerned, yes, of course, in Peshawar, in all of the province, and even now in all of the country, they were doing their activities. But 6 months back or year back, we were of the opinion that after we calculated it, that after 36 hours we had a bomber in our city Peshawar, and then it became 48 hours, and now God is grace of God. Now we don't have any blast of, I think, 3 months. We have controlled them, but still, we don't say that we are succeeded. But I must say that 70% we have controlled them, and 30% they are still there. But they are not here now. But now they are in Karachi, they are in Lahore, they are in Islamabad. They are doing their activities, and we. Now, because of these actions which the army is taking in Orakzai agencies and Mamand agencies, from there we have IDPs still here, and the terrorists now they came from their tribal area. Now they are in FR Peshawar, near Peshawar, and in Dara Adam Khail and in Bada. These are near to the Peshawar, these tribal areas. If you go 10 kilometers from Peshawar, from this area, you will go into Fata. Fata is the place where you can't, we don't have even government rate there. That is under the federal government. But still, we are of the opinion that inshallah, we will control them.
You have explained your government positions, your achievements for the past few months to maintain the law order situations in your province. But still, the United States and their allies in the West, they want Pakistan to do more. And every time they say that we are not satisfied, in spite of some diplomatic statement comes from the White House saying, yes, you're doing good. But meanwhile, the media, they say that Pakistan has to do more. Not only Pakistan, but from Afghanistan side. They also say that the infiltrations, the terrorists come from Pakistan side. How do you respond to all these statements, since you're talking of your success in this province, which we can see in the streets?
As far as the question is concerned, I must say that somebody is supporting them. The terrorists, they are fighting with the army, Pakistani army, and the Pakistani army is the sixth number in great army in the world, and having all the equipments, and they are fighting from last 3 years with them. If I ask you that who is going to support them, who is giving them the money, who is giving them the arms, who is giving them the support, there are many reasons for that. And as far as the Americans are concerned, we are not fighting for Americans. We are fighting our own war. We are fighting for the writ of the government. We are fighting for our people. We are fighting for our females people that they don't want to get out of them. We are not fighting American war. Though it was American war, but now it is our own war. Therefore, we don't mind what Americans say. And one thing that the Americans I have told, they asked me to come to Islamabad, and in a big meetings I told them that unless and until there is a peace in Afghanistan, there will be no peace in Fata, there will be no peace in the province. As of your question is concerned, the border of Afghanistan and the Pakistan is, I think that is 2,000 kilometers. And we don't have any war to come these, because their families are divided from in Pakistan and FATA and Afghanistan. Some people are living in Afghanistan, some people are living in Pakistan, therefore they are same families. And they are coming and going there. If you go to Torkham area, you will see that people are coming and going without any passes, without any visa and permit. Because that these families are one and the same. And the border is so much long that you can't control whole of the border. If you put all the army to that 2,000 kilometers, and that is very hilly track,
Yes.
you can't control them. If they come and they goes, we tried our best, and we are doing that. But still, I can't say that we have succeeded to control them, because in Pakistan and Afghanistan are in such area that whole of the world there is no tribal territory where 30 lakhs of people are living without law, without any binding on them, without any government right. Therefore, this is a unique country, both of these countries. At that time, I think the people who have done that, they were not of the opinion that these people will be so active. And as far as this is concerned, if you remember and if you go back, that Ziaul Haq, when he was the president of Pakistan and martial art administrator, he started that. And at that time, our leader Abdul Wali Khan, who was the leader of our party, and he told him to Ziaul Haq that your over enthusiasm to destabilize Afghanistan, you are going to destabilize your own country. These Islamic parties, they supported that war against Russia, but they were not of the opinion that if Russia is gone, then who will control America? Now the balance of power is disturbed. You remember the Vietnam when they gone back, but unfortunately our Islamic parties, none of the Americans killed in that war. 50 lakhs of Pakhtuns and Afghans and Muslims were killed, and 50 lakhs were migrated, and no American was died that time, because there were dollar was working, and our Islamic political parties, they supported them. And they never thought that if Russia disintegrated, who will control America? Now America is the only superpower in the world. Now he gone to Iraq, nobody control them. He came to Afghanistan, nobody's control them. What Israel is going to do is stop the ships to come to save their Muslim brothers. Because of that, the Russia is disintegrated. I told to the Americans so many times that few people have not thought about that Russia was a government, and you have given the arms to the individuals when we were fighting in Russia.
Yes.
We have never thought that internationally it's a commitment in the United Nations that every country should give arms to a country, not to the individuals. We have given arms to the individuals, and individual now what they are doing, this is all what they have so at that time, and now we are cutting their what they have done. We are in problem at this time, and that is not today, this is from last 25 years this is going on. Therefore, when you get this problem, the main problem is now the Americans say that we want to talk to Taliban in Afghanistan, and NATO, they want to talk.
Yes.
And people ask Tariq Insaf President Imran Khan, in a television talks, he asked me that if NATO forces and Americans are going to talk with Taliban, why you people don't want to talk with them? I answer him that the main thing is that NATO came from outside and controlled Afghanistan. Therefore, now the Afghan people have given their sacrifices, and now Americans want to talk to them, and no problem, in our opinion, problem is settled without talk. With fighting and with wars, you can't settle the matter. But as far as we are concerned, our people are not accepting the writ of the government. Now they make insurgency over here. They challenge the government powers. Therefore, we will not talk to them. And they are not the people to whom you can talk. We arrested a person who said that I have slaughtered 12 people, 12 persons. 2 of them we got, and they said we slaughtered 30 persons. Slaughter. Now how inhuman they have done these things. Therefore, we will have to talk to them, and whenever the Afghanistan become cool and calm, then the FATA will be all right, and then our promise will be all right. But still, we believe that inshallah we can control them.
You've talked that you have met in the beginning of your government to talk to these militants, leaders, Baytullah Mahsoud and Sufi Muhammad.
But not Baytullah Mahsoud.
Okay.
Sufi Muhammad and the Taliban of Swat, excluding that their leader, the second leadership, we talked to them.
Fazlullah.
Not Fazlullah, not Baytullah Mahsoud, all of other.
Okay. You haven't met Hakimullah Mahsoud?
Yes.
You haven't, you did not meet him? Hakimullah Mahsoud?
No. Not, they were in Waziristan, and that they are in FATA area. Okay. I am talking about the Swat.
Right.
Swat area.
You didn't? Endeavors.
I met Muslim Khan, their leader of Swat. I met Mahmud Khan, their leader of Swat. Amin Khan, their leader of Swat. Bakht Ali Khan, their leader of Swat. And the leadership of the Swat, except Fazlullah, all of them I talked to them.
Why didn't you talk to Baytullah and Hakimullah?
This is not our impact. That's the federal government area. That is FATA. Okay. We are talking about our own province. Okay. And we have nothing to do with the FATA. That the governor and the federal government is responsible for that, to talk to them, or if they don't talk to them.
In some of your statements, you have mentioned that some of these groups, they are receiving aids and assistance from abroad. There are foreign hands behind these people. What do you mean by this? And in your opinion, who has the interest to destabilize Pakistan?
There are many reasons, and I think that, as I told you before, that the Pakistan army is the 6th biggest army in the world, and they are fighting from last 3 years. They are giving 15,000 rupees per month to a talib for fighting. They are spending millions of rupees on arms and ammunitions, and they are fighting, and they are fighting with the Pakistan and also NATO. You yourself calculate that from where they are getting money. Fighting with Pakistani army, fighting with NATO also. They must be supported somewhere. I don't have any proof to name any country, because as far as my thinking, and everybody in the world, you can think it that from where they are getting money. They are fighting with Pakistani army, the best army in the world, one of the best, and fighting with the NATO forces, the 50 countries forces. They must getting something from somewhere. Now it's you people to know that who are paying them, who are supporting them. I don't have any proof, but as far as everybody thinks, and as far as I think, that they must have getting somewhere some support. And I told to each and everybody that this problem can't be settled unless and until you talk to include 5 countries to that meeting. Karzai himself will not able to do that. Americans themselves will not be able to do that. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Russia, America and Saudi. If these 6 countries people sit and they decide, then it will be, I think then it will be decided. Otherwise, I don't think so.
لماذا تعتقد بأن هذه الدول التي ذكرتها يجب عليها أن تتحدث مع حركة طالبان الأفغانية؟ هناك ربما بعض الدول التي تعارض عملية الانفتاح أو التفاوض مع حركة طالبان. هل بقدرة باكستان أن تقنع هذه الدول بأن تأتي على مائدة تفاوض واحدة للتحاور مع طالبان؟ Why especially these countries that they should come and join and convince Taliban? Some of these countries, they are not supporting the idea of talking to Taliban. And do you think that Pakistan has the ability to convince these countries to come and talk to Taliban?
It is my proposal to give to the world that without these countries sitting together, it's my own thinking, it may be wrong. I have the right to think. My thinking is that without the collective decision of these countries, I think we will not get peace in this area. It's my own opinion, maybe wrong. He said that if I ask you this question, I said, sir, I have first to ask you, and please give me the reason, give me the. He said that maybe petrodollars, to Saudi and all these petrodollars, the people are controlling petrol.
Yes.
Then I said, I talked to another American.
Yes.
I said that you people are doing everything only to weak us and to make us that this country is not, let me say that, unstable country. Yes. Therefore, United Nations should decide that it should get it nuclear from them. And your interest is that. Therefore, like yes, not to John Kerry, but another person. John Kerry is a very big man, but another American when he came to me. He said, no, it is not like that. I said, yes, you may say that. It's my opinion. I have the right to give my own opinion. Therefore, the petrodollar are there, Saudi must be there. Americans, they have an eye on our nuclear, they should be here. The Russia, we have disintegrated Russia. Russia is taking revenge. Therefore, Russia should be there. Iran is one of the important countries in this region. He should be there. Pakistan and Afghanistan are the victims. Therefore, they should be there. I have reason for that. Therefore, I say that 5 countries should sit together and then they will decide. As far as John Kerry said the petrodollar, I may not accept that. But there are, in Muslim, as a Muslim, we have 2, 3, 5 sects. Some are Wahhabis, some are Shia, some are Sunnis, some are Brelvis, some are Deobandis, yes. Saudi is Deobandi and there are Wahhabis. Therefore, Wahhabis are here, they are supporting as their own act. Therefore, this, I have, after the big calculation, I have said that these 5 countries should together. And then it can be done. Otherwise, no.
I agree with you to some extent that yes, the Americans, and the Israelis, since Pakistan has become a nuclear power, they are after Pakistan. They want to destabilize this country to get the nuclear power, and everybody knows it. I mean, there's no secret.
And to get it from the United Nations that we should take it nuclear from them. The American, you should, I think a simple man in the street, he will understand that from where, who are supporting them. They are fighting with Pakistan, they are fighting with NATO forces. From where they are getting support. And we have disintegrated Russia. How we can say that Russia will not support them?
Thank you very much for being with us.
I'm grateful that you are talking with the very important problem we had.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.